Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Caesar, and I am here today to show you how water is influencing the quality of our lives and our health. Just as a disclaimer notice, I have to remind everyone that any statement made here today, it is not intended to treat any health condition or cure any disease. For any of those, please address to your GP or doctor medical specialist. The statements today are made solely with the purpose of obtaining a better hydration. Alright, so before we dive in, I would like to get to know a little bit about my audience today. And if you don't mind, let's have a quick chat around. Could you please tell me quickly your name, profession, and what would you like to hear about water today? What would you like to learn about water today? So if I may ask, what's your name? Okay, John, and and you're a dentist. Very nice. Is there any curiosity you have about the water today? All right. If it's hard, okay. How hard water can affect our life. Okay, we'll talk about that as well. And so on and so on and so on and so on. About 2 minutes, maybe. Great. It is so great to meet all of you, and I am quite honored to have some very resonant selection of backgrounds among you. No pressure on me. Thank you all for coming. And first of all, I would actually like to congratulate all of you for taking the time to look into the water you're drinking. As I mentioned, my name is Caesar, and I am what is called a hydration specialist. Let's go into that a bit. Before I got into hydration consultancy, I have been a chef for about 18 years. And due to my professionalism and personality of doing good in my life and being honest in what I do, I got to work at the highest standard with some of the best chefs in the industry. 4 years ago, just before I became a parent, something changed about me, and I have become more aware of the health condition and overall life quality, and that is how I came across the good water. Ever since, I have read countless medical journals, made hundreds of tests on water, and studied everything I got my hands on. I got more and more passionate about the human body and water. I went to the INAGIC office in Bucharest and rounded up my knowledge on water and hydration. So today, I stand in front of you as a hydration specialist in my first public presentation. So fingers crossed with that. So let's start by considering that there are 5 major elements that influence our life, and they are water, air, sleep, exercise, and food. Today I will be talking about one of the most important of them, which is water. We can live without food for 7 days, but we can't live with water for more than 72 hours, 36 hours. I need to check this information. And the main characteristics of it. So let's have a look in the main characteristics of the water. I'll start by asking you, do you drink water? Do you drink enough? And how much is enough? So, madam, do you drink any water? Yeah. Trying to drink 2 liters? Yeah, it's not really possible, is it? It's hard, yeah. Any reasons why we're not drinking enough water? Yeah, it doesn't taste good, it's heavy, makes you bloated. Yeah, that's what pretty much everyone says about water. Well, let's go into what the specialists recommend. When it comes to how much is enough, the NHS is recommending 6 to 8 glasses of water per day, but scientists from Harvard made it more specific and stated that a person with a weight of 150 kilos won't need to drink the same amount of water as a person that weighs 60, 70 kilos. And the amount of water that we need depends on the lifestyle as well. So they've rounded it all up to 33 milliliters of water per kilo of body. That means, let's put it in simple words, if you weigh 100 kilos, then you'll need to drink at least 3.3 liters of water. From here, each one of you do your own calculations. This recommendation is established on the water that we lose every day through urine, breath and sweat. If we are drinking alcohol or coffee, they are diuretics and we would need to supplement with 2 parts water for every part of each of the two. The human body is 70 to 75% water and the rest is residues and bones. The water is found in every process that takes place in our body. It's carrying nutrients and oxygen to our cells. It's flushing toxins from our system, aiding digestion, normalizing blood pressure, preventing constipation, stabilizing the heartbeat, cushioning the joints, and other functions, like regulating the body temperature and maintaining salt balances and so many other functions. The way the water proceeds with these tasks, it depends on the quality and the molecular structure of it. We all take water for granted, without considering how many processes it has been through and how many places it's been in, how long it has been in the bottle, how many times it has been vapors and then condensed back, even how many people it has been into before coming into us. We never think about that, do we? Today, with the electrolyzed ionizing system that we will show, the water molecules are passed through a high continuous current. The water is passed through a high continuous current and the water molecules have their hydrogen bonds broken. The water is split into 2 and the molecules are restructured into pure water that carries essential minerals and gases for our body to use. In the process, the tap water is being cleared of heavy metals, chemicals, paints, pheromones and estrogen, fluorides and other chemicals, which flow on the residual secondary hose. On the main pipe, you will have the pure water that carries with it magnesium, calcium and sodium. As the doctors before in the videos were talking, this water has a great impact on our body and our cells start functioning as they should. So we're not putting anything extra in our body, but we're taking away the bad stuff that usually goes in our body with the water that we're drinking. So in this case, our body cells are feeling free to carry on their tasks as they should without being affected by any materials that they have to deal with. So, without prolonging the talk, I will get into showing rather than talking. So, in the electrolysis process, the water is gaining 3 main properties: antioxidation, microstructure, and alkalinity. The first one I will show you is the antioxidation property. That it has The first one I will show you is the antioxidation property that the water is gaining. What is antioxidant and why is that important to us? What is oxidation for that matter? Well, the oxidation is the process of rust. Ask an apple or an avocado after you left it on the table for half an hour. Cut on the table for half an hour. Oxidation is caused by free radicals and they are everywhere. A free radical, it's a molecule that is missing its negative electric charge. Once the molecule, it touches another molecule which is healthy and it has the electric charge, the first one will steal the electric charge and the second one will become a free radical itself. This is gonna create a chain reaction until one molecule that is it has the electric charge stolen off it. If it's not strong enough to last until it's finding another one, this one will die and dry and turn into rust. Free radicals are found in air, negative thoughts, and many of the foods that we eat. Our body has the capacity of fighting them But when we overload the body through smoking, alcohol abuse, negative thinking, and junk food eating, our body decays faster and we will age faster, and environment for sickness is being created. Here I have a device called an ORP meter, and this meter is being used to measure the oxidation or antioxidation capacity of a liquid. When we measure a liquid, it will show us a positive number for an oxidant substance and a negative number for an antioxidant substance. We'll carry on the tests with different drinks, and I got here Evian and Perrier, and I have a Sprite, which is standing up for all the fizzy drinks, all the sugary fizzy drinks that we consume. So this is tap water and this is Kangen water, and we're gonna measure. And alright, have a look here and have a look here. Great, the tests are finished. So as we could see, the antioxidant property, it's a must. Now let's move on to the next property, that is alkalinity. What is alkaline? Does anyone know? Yes? Do you know what alkaline refers to? Yes? Alright, so, well, alkaline refers to the pH level of a substance. pH is potential of hydrogen. So how much hydrogen can that substance absorb? Or how much hydrogen is found in that substance? Hydrogen is found in all life on Earth, and it's a very important element for living things and living organisms. The pH is measured on a scale from 0, which is acidic, to 14, which is highly alkaline, with 7 being neutral. So everything above 7 it's alkaline, anything under 7 it's acidic, 7 it's neutral. When we measure the pH, we're going to be using a chemical substance, and we're going to add a drop of the substance in each liquid, which is going to change color according to the pH level that it holds. So in our body, the doctors are looking at the blood pH most often, and that is to determine the physical health of the body. The blood pH, it should be between 7.35 and 7.45. Like we were watching in the video earlier, the patient came to the doctor and he had the blood acidic. Once it consumed goji berries for a day, 2, 3, a week, his blood started becoming more and more alkaline. Well, it's known that the blood pH doesn't change, but only this small change from 7.35 to 7.45, it has that effect in our body when the red blood cells clog up together, or they are separate, nice and alive and healthy and doing what they're supposed to do. And this is why we're talking about the alkalinity in the blood here today. It's true, our body has a very smart system to be regulating the pH balance in the blood or in the body, but once those pH levels run for a long time on the lower end of the pH, which is 7.35, then the body is in danger and organs start to fail working, and that is where environment for disease happens and created.